Okay, thanks for staying with us. We are talking digital marketing today, and especially for beginners. Believe me, with what Sam is saying, I'm beginning to find myself as a beginner. I can't believe that. When you were saying like, how to target people, then give them my information.
You know, this is why we say, look, the only thing that is constant
Yes.
is change. Everyone needs to accept that things will never stay the same. When we were small, I remember in my house, we used to have a black and white television. Black and white. Then we grew a bit older, then we had a color television, and then we changed, we had a flat screen television. Things change. The way marketing was done is not the way it's going to be done anymore.
Okay, how can I, as an individual, take advantage of it? Let's say I'm a full-time worker, or like I'm home-based. If I want to do digital marketing, what do I do?
Okay, good. The first thing I want to tell you is that the most beautiful thing about digital marketing is that the power of marketing has moved from the big agencies to the people. It's moved to the mothers at home, the fathers at home, the young people at home. That's where the power of marketing is now. And that's why you hear stories of people like Mark Zuckerberg and young people becoming millionaires. And you hear about a young girl and she does this advert on YouTube and she has these followers and she's making money. Marketing has changed. So it's not just changed for other people, it's changed for you, it's changed for me, it's changed for everyone watching the show. If you are a stay-at-home parent, or you work 9 to 5, you are the right type of people to get involved in digital marketing. Because all you need to do, you don't need to apply your time. Digital marketing isn't time for business. Digital marketing is set up a system and go to work. The system works for you while you're at work, while you're on holiday, while you're sleeping. Not every day, but at least a couple of times a week, when I check my email,
yes,
I see new followers and new sales. I won't be surprised if when I finish this program and I check, I have a new sale. And that's because my system is set up. It's set up already to do these things. So
what platform should they go? What platform should they use? I mean,
how does it work?
Let's say now, I get somebody, I bring in pepper from Africa.
Okay.
You know, and maybe pepper, dry okra, garden egg. What platform do I use and how do I go about my business?
Right, so number one, I can't answer all these questions in 5 minutes, but what I will tell you, based on that specific example,
yes,
if I was dealing with pepper and things like that, I know the people I'm dealing with are restaurants,
yes,
and I'm dealing with mothers that want to cook, right? So I know who my target audience is. I would look at a Facebook campaign, because I know that from there I can address restaurant owners, restaurant buyers, and mothers that want to buy my product. So the first thing is you need to know who are you selling to. It can't be everyone.
Okay.
There's always a target group, and you have an idea where they are, and that's how we start to target.
Let me take a call from Mary. She's calling from Redney. Hello, Mary. Hello, Mary.
Good evening.
Good evening. Thanks for calling. You can go ahead with your question.
Okay. I just wanted to ask how good storytelling behind a product.
Storytelling.
Yes.
How good storytelling behind a product or a service is when it comes to digital marketing. I would like your guest to explain if it's better to have the storytelling before any other thing is done.
Fantastic. Thank you for your question, Mary. Storytelling was, is, and will always be a brilliant way. Storytelling is your content, right? So you've hit the nail on the head. Digital marketing is a vehicle that moves people from one place to another. The content of the vehicle is your information. The way you've packaged your information through storytelling is one of the best ways ever, because storytelling is emotive. People respond to emotion, they respond to emotional intelligence. So when you speak to people's hearts and their minds, they tend to respond, and it bypasses their logic. So the answer to that question is that storytelling is a brilliant way. However, you have to put the storytelling on a vehicle that can scale. When I say scale, I mean it's very hard for you to tell a story to 10 people and then go somewhere else and tell another 10 people. But rather than that, if you put that story on digital marketing, you can tell it once to 100,000 people. That's the power. The power of digital marketing is the power of scalability and the power of automation. By automation, I mean you can tell the story once, and when you're sleeping, the story can repeat itself again and again and again. That's automation. So digital marketing is scale to hundreds of thousands and the ability to automate, so that while you're doing something else, that story can keep on going, and you can interact with your people, and your desired goal, if it's to make money, if it's to create brand awareness, if it's to create engagement, will be achieved. So storytelling, definitely yes, but through the power of digital marketing.
Okay, Mary, thanks for calling, and I'm sure she got that. And then let's talk about in the UK.
Okay.
Especially in Southeast.
Okay.
There are like 1 billion churches.
Okay.
But you go into some churches, they've got large space, but they don't have a lot of members.
Yes.
And then they would want to take advantage of, they can take advantage, of course,
they can.
of digital marketing.
They can.
To fill up their,
they can.
their pews.
They can. That is a very, very, very good example. That's a very good example. Obviously, the biggest cry of a church is how do we get people hearing this message and people attending our local parish. So if I was, for a church, if you're in a particular postcode, so for example, you're in E3, and your church is based in E3, digital marketing, we can actually create a message that goes to people just in E3. So you can say, this is a church that is 2 miles away from where you live, so you can actually get to church in 10 minutes. That's number one. So number one is that you can target it. And number two, with digital marketing, you don't necessarily have to say, we are a church, because sometimes, that's not the way to actually engage people. What you want to do is you want to engage them with the message that they need. In your case, a message of healing or empowerment first, and then you can start to rope them in. So definitely for churches, digital marketing is a brilliant one.
Okay, let me take that. We have another caller. Andrew, thanks for calling. Where are you calling from? Hello, Andrew.
Hello.
You can go ahead with your contribution. Andrew. Hello.
Hello?
He's there.
He's there.
Hello, Andrew. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, please go ahead.
Huh?
I said, go ahead. Let's have your contribution.
Oh, my question?
Yes, sir.
Yes. My question, well, first of all, I need to make a statement, and the statement is that I've tried Facebook, I've tried all these to get my product out, and it just doesn't work, maybe because it's about books. So I don't know if every product is basically the right. Yeah, I'm calling from the Essex. Yes, hello?
Where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Essex.
Essex.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So your question is, you've tried hard on Facebook, but you've not been able to find your way around it.
Yes, yes.
So what?
I'm not really getting my product sold. You're
not getting your product sold. Okay.
Okay. Oh.
All right. And Andrew, thank you very much for calling. Apart from delivering digital marketing, I have a coaching academy, and in that coaching academy we have this slogan that we often say to each other, and we call it Wajia, and it really means in the process of becoming an expert, you're going to go through a lot of learning and a lot of pain. So I can tell you that digital marketing is not for the faint-hearted. It's not something that you wake up and say, well, I just want to put this on and it will work. But more importantly, I want to encourage you that this does work, and that I make sales, personally, I make sales on Facebook, and I personally have people in my group that make sales on Facebook, and we also make sales on Instagram. It's not easy, but there's a system. If you follow the system, it works. Without knowing much more about what you do, but what I can say to you is that if you reach out to my Instagram handle, which is at great business platforms, or you reach out to Facebook at great business platforms, and you put your specific question in there, and you mention you're from this show, I will give you some more information that normally I would have charged for. I'll just give you some more insights, or I'll probably send you some information that can actually help you to go ahead with this.
Okay, but Sam, I'd like to find out, how much does digital marketing cost? Is it very expensive?
Well, it depends. It's digital marketing. It's almost like saying how much is a car. You know, they're different cars. Do you want a Rolls Royce? do you want a second-hand? You know, so, but I think anyone that wants to go into digital marketing and wants it to work, you shouldn't think of anything less than if you want someone to do it for you, you shouldn't think of anything less than £1,500.
Okay.
You shouldn't think it's a learning curve.
So what is the return on investment?
The return on investment. Well, this is the question. You know, your product. If you have a product that should sell, so if you have a product that's too expensive, it doesn't matter what you do, no one's going to buy it. So you have to have a product that will sell. So you have to have the hair or the perfume or the dress that you know is competitive.
Yes.
And when you place that in a marketplace and there's visibility, it will sell. It's almost like putting it on Amazon. If it's not the right product, it's not going to sell.
So is there a particular one I could use? Because I know now that a lot of people use Instagram, but is there one that could drive my message further?
Yeah.
Instagram, we know Facebook is the biggest, then followed by, if I'm correct, Twitter, then maybe Instagram. So which one should I readily go, or I should still be considering my target?
No, all right. So there's you know, it's almost like when people say let's go for a meeting, and they'll say there was a meeting before the meeting.
Okay.
So it's never that simple.
Yeah.
If any of those, so if it's Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, what you should be considering is how to automate your platform. By automate, I mean, so for example, while I'm here, I've built some bots. I've built chatbots that work on my platform. So if you go to my Facebook now and you send a message, a machine is going to answer you. That's my bot. That's my artificial intelligence answering you. If you get a message from my Instagram, it's not me. It's my bot.
Are you sure I would not need a basic lesson? Maybe just an introductory lesson into how
do.
This works.
Okay, I do. Do you know, I have an intro. It's a free webinar. Actually, I have a free webinar on how this starts.
What?
Don't make me laugh. Come on. Come on.
Sorry,
I have
baby brain.
No. Okay, I have a free video. I have a free video that if you want it, you can play it in your house for free. Just watch it. It's about an hour, and it shows you all these things. But the important thing is that you see what I'm speaking about. It sounds like rocket science now, but this is where the world is.
It's true.
If you want to make money, you cannot wait for everybody else to do it and then come last.
Yeah.
You have to go ahead. The reason why I'm getting multiple engagement is because I've cut ahead.
Yeah.
The reason why we're on this show is that everyone that's watching it, we want them to cut ahead. If you stay the same, you're going to be like the black and white television.
Yeah.
No one wants you anymore. So everyone needs to accept that these things are here. Mark Zuckerberg is a billionaire, yet to join Facebook is free. How come?
Yeah.
So there's more to it. Don't be simple. Don't just think, oh, I'm going to place a picture there.
True.
There's a huge business behind it that everyone can participate in. Power has moved from the big companies to the individuals like you and I and the people watching this show. So,
that's true.
So you can participate in this, and it's easier than you think.
So definitely, I must mention this. We understand the role that the social media played in the 2015 election. I know a lot of people say if you have your PVC, those who are always arguing and posting stuff on Facebook and the rest. If you don't have your PVC, it does not impact on the grassroots and the likes. But many of them seem to forget that that election was actually won by the middle class on social media. Now, politicians are taking advantage of this. What can they really do coming for for the 2019 election? How can they take advantage of digital marketing without them, having the same issue of collating people's data without their knowledge?
Yeah. You know what? You've actually touched the gold mine.
Okay.
Because remember, digital marketing is a special purpose vehicle that can engage people anywhere. So you're speaking about an election in Nigeria.
Yes.
And digital marketing, as long as people have a smartphone and they're in Yola, or they're in some local government in somewhere in Benue,
yes,
or some remote place, as long as they have a smartphone, we can send a message from any politician straight to them. And it'll come up right in their box, and it's going to bear their name. So it's not going to be a general message that says, vote for me. It's going to say, for example, Dear Yakubo, or Dear Ngozi, my name is da-da-da-da-da.
That's a lot.
That detailed, it will go straight to them. And if you're, so for example, if you're going for the chairmanship of a local government, that message will only go to that local government. If you're going for a state, it will only go for that state. If you're just going for a senatorial district, the message will only go there. The next senatorial district won't get that message. And it will name them. Yakubu, Aisha, Dongoyaro.
And this technology, of course, I know we're advanced with technology in Nigeria.
Yeah.
They're doing this. But this is going to be pretty expensive. The politician needs to have a war chest to do this.
Politicians have money in Nigeria. they have money. And like you said, elections were won on, and Donald Trump used it.
Yes.
Barack Obama used it. It's being used here. And this is the way forward. It's no longer about flyers and these things. It's digital. So yes, the answer is it's a simple yes. Of course, it's a no-brainer. That's a gold mine. You can get your message to people every day. You can even send them a Friday Jumat prayer message. You can send them a Sunday church message. Just send them as politicians.
Okay. Wow. That's a lot, Sam. Do you want to talk to our audience what you actually have for them?
Well, one of my biggest passions is actually young people. It's young people. So I was thinking that if there are any people watching this show today and they're young and they want to know more about digital marketing, my introductory course that I deliver on this, I have a basic introductory course that is just £197. But I was thinking that for the first 10 young people that inbox me on my Instagram, which is at Great Business Platforms, if you're a young person, young means you're below 28. So please don't.
That's not nice.
Don't come out.
What happens to those of us who are 68 and above?
I have a separate offer. But if you're age below that age and you inbox me, I'm going to send you for free a training that's worth £197 because I want to really impact young people. If you are a mother, a single mother, or your mother, women, don't attack me. If you inbox me as well, I will give you that same offer at a reduced rate. It's £197. Off the top of my head, I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you at £49.
That's good. That's gracious.
Yeah? And I'm a man, obviously. So if you're a man, come, it's £197. I'll do it for you half price. How about that?
I like that. The men always get the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
That's good.
But for the young people, it's first 10 free.
There's a question bothering me here also. I just want to know, how should company measure their social media marketing success?
Well, it depends. It's your goals. Before you start out in social media, you should have a goal. So you launch on social media. What do you want it to do? You would say, for example, nobody knows about what I do. So the first goal is I want to create awareness. I want 100,000 people to know about what we do. That's the goal number one. Then goal number two is when they know about what I do, I want to engage them. By engagement means I want to have a conversation. And number three, I want to create some sort of value. Number four, then I want to offer a product. And number five, I want to create a sale. Number six, I want them to become a product evangelist. So you should have a system. If you don't have the system in place,
yes,
those are the type of things that we can actually help you with as well. You can't just do social. You can't just say I have a social media account, put something there. It doesn't work that way. You have to have a strategy. Like the 6 points I mentioned, follow it through, and then you can measure your conversion. Then you can know, I've spent this amount on it. These people are following me. Out of this amount of people, 10% are buying or 5% are buying. So you know how useful it is for you.
Okay.
Yeah?
That's good. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
But I want you to mention the offer again, just for our viewers who are just coming in.
Okay. Number one, my heart is for the young people. I deliberately want to help the first 10 young people that want to know about digital marketing. I want them to come to my Instagram handle, which is at Great Business Platforms on Instagram. Inbox me there. You're a young person, you watch this show. I want to give you a training series worth £197 for the first 10 people for free. If you are a woman, a mother, I want to support you as well. I'll give you the same pack for £49, and for the men, I want you to support me while I support you. So I want you to do it for half price. So it's £197, half price. I will honor this. It's only for this month, by the way. It's for the month of August. After August, this deal is off. So it's just me giving you something back as part of this community. Okay?
Thank you very much.
All right.
That's good. I would consider one of those. Anyway, viewers, thanks for watching. And we've been speaking with Sam Onigbajo, a certified content marketing specialist and the author of 37 Business Thoughts. And talking about the new business ideas coming up in Old Kent Road that we need to take advantage of. We're going to visit that
Yes.
pretty soon. I mean, you need to stick to the program, then you get all that information. Okay, so I must say thank you very much for watching, and I would be saying thank you to my entire crew member, Razor, Uche, thank you very much, Victor, Jelabi, David, and next week we're going to be addressing a particular issue, still in the line of business, Ankara meets Adire. That is one thing I'm really looking forward to talking to my viewers about. And for those of you thinking it's all about politics, no, we're moving away from that for the meantime. And then, of course, I saw this video. You know, a lot of people have been talking about this young aspirants coming together and you know, if they could put together their synergy, something would definitely, I mean, they would have a large cut from the next election. And we've been seeing pictures flying around with Charlie Boy, Feladuro Toye, and Kingsley Mogolu, and then, of course, Shogure. And at the airport, this happened. And this is how I want to see a Nigerian president, not just sitting high up there in Abuja or in Aso Rock. But you know what just happened at the airport with Feladuro Toye and this man who refuses to, you know, stay on the queue. You know how it is back home, but definitely we're going to get things right. We're going to get things right. But I'm going to leave you to watch that clip. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.
You will join the queue. And everybody will know that you didn't join the queue. Sir, you will join the queue. You are going to look, this thing is going on the internet. It's not useful. It's a simple matter, it's a simple decision. These people that have come, they came before you. They are not worse than you, they are Nigerians like you. They are using the same naira as you use to buy your ticket. They are buying their own too. You cannot trust them. So do the right thing, please. We are begging you. For the sake of Nigeria, do the right thing. Join the queue. Sir, just come. I don't mind. I will go with you. I will go to the end of the queue with you. Let's go and join you. Come, let's go. Let's go. Come. Let's go. Don't be shy. Let's go. Don't be shy. Let's go. We will go together. I'm not trying to.
I know, but
I'm not pushing you. Please, I don't want to push you.
The way you
Just join the queue. Look, that's what we are saying.
Going for office of the president.
That guy is running for president. He's on the queue. Are you sure? I will not let them. Can I let anybody show you? Don't worry. We could have done this a long time.
Pape and Camille Beauty Hair. From special until the end of August. 5-pack Brazilian 10 to 20 inches plus closure for only £120. Closure 12A grade, 10 inches £10, 20 inches £20. A grade frontal 10 to 20 inches start from £25 plus free next day delivery. With Pape and Camille, you have the freedom to be really gorgeous.